my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end it.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Las Vegas Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. A decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Play action. It's Eason. And incomplete to open things up. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They go play action with Eason. He'll let this go deep. He's got him in. Complete. Trotty. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Rosas lining up for the extra point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
He'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
At the 29.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun. Love. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Washington.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
2-yard gain.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on second down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. 3rd and 2. Love with it. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Raider D, they get the football back. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
The tackle made by...
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Brings up...
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 43-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Suddenly,
it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the sit, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love from the gun. The throw taken in by Sims. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play fake. Here's Love sliding out of the pocket. He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. First down, going to the air with Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Max Crosby. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's a pickup of...
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Unfortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Love to throw for it on 4th. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Preston Smith.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Out of his end zone, Love. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Washington.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now
they're trying to get it to Rose, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun. Love got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Down to the 25. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The good pick up there of 20 yards.
Washington.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time getting the sack.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Love, this is 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. To throw now, here's Love. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Washington 8.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
7-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander and just...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Off play action. Eason, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Rosa's kick is good. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard that they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, coach went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Jones on the carry.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Raiders 27. Washington.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win.
It's intercepted. last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
14. First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go with him. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 34, Washington 8.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. They're getting blown out. And the Raiders have got it. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. He takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11.
At the loss of a yard there to start out, that leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Eason. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
With the score, Raiders 34.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Eason. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will the score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll.
Is good.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Down the left side on the swing pass. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
On 3rd down, Love got a man and he hits him in stride. He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Going back to Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 14-yard line.
Second down. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And they're going to stop it on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Derrick Henry.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
A toss right to Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
That's good.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Henry. Room here to run. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted, a loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's going to intercept it 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 1-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
Good.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
8. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And got his man complete.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want get him out of here. I just got a set like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a